happy Monday. Is it the last Monday of the year?
It is.
I think it is.
It is.
It's the last Monday of the year. Well, guys, how has your 2021 been? We'll be live through this week to be able to talk more with you about how your past year has been. But let us know how you're feeling today, how you guys are doing. We've got several waiting and watching for this. And I want to say thank you, because this is going to be one of those beginner, back to the basic, really great lives for anybody who's new with the Cricut. If you just got a Cricut for Christmas, first of all, congratulations. This is a wonderful world that you are diving into. Your life is going to be changed forever. You're going to get hooked. And your creativity is going to bloom and blossom. And we're here to make sure that you guys are confident with your machines and in a lot of different areas of crafting. We like to teach on sublimation, on Glowforge, woodworking, sewing, Cricut. We are very diverse here at Oak and Lamb. And if you do not know who I am, my name is Rachel Langston. I'm one of the owners and a craft educator here at Oak and Lamb. Becca is behind the scenes.
Hello.
Doing 3 people's jobs right now. And if you all are brand new with us, welcome to Oak and Lamb. We're so glad to have you here. We want to welcome you to the flock. That is what we call our people. We call them the flock. And if you would like to join the flock and gain so much confidence and just really become the crafter you want to be, click the very first link below. Beck will be dropping the comments here and there, and it's the very first comment in the description below. We would love you to purchase our very first mini course, and that will gain you access to our flock through May 31st at no extra cost, which is amazing. If you have any other questions about that, feel free to ask them. I want to make sure that all the questions are answered, and this is a really good live for questions. We're going to be adding a simple 1-layer vinyl project onto this beautiful little sign here. This is so cute. Becca made this for me just a little bit ago with the Glowforge. You can see a little bit to the side here. We love integrating a lot of different types of crafting, so you guys can take things from the dollar store, from Hobby Lobby, things from your own craft studio at home, or you can make things like we did today, and we're going to be applying vinyl to it, going through the in and outs of the vinyl that we like, a little bit of differences between vinyl if you guys are confused, some tools that we like to use, and then we're going to dive into cutting this, weeding it, applying it, all of that amazing back to the basics when it comes to adhesive vinyl. So ask all of your questions. Let us know what we can do for you today. We are here for you all and for all of these newbies to make sure you're comfortable. We're going to be doing a lot of beginner type Cricut content through December and through January, just to make sure all of you new Cricut users are comfortable. Of course, we're going to be sprinkling in a lot of different types, woodworking and sewing and Glowforge and all that good stuff. But for a little bit, we really want to make sure that we get the word out that we are very tailored to beginners and want to make sure you all are confident and comfortable using your machines. Do you vent your Glowforge, or did you get the extra pieces so you don't need to vent? Melissa, great question. We have used both. We have bought the filter with the little ventilation system in it that can be used indoors with no external ventilation. It worked fine. It was just really expensive to maintain and to replace. So right now we have ventilation that goes, it's basically like a dryer hose.
Yes,
it goes from the back of the machine all the way over and out the back door, which is amazing. So however you guys want to vent it well. We are using a couple of different hack methods. Some of them flopped, which is fine, but we're still working on it. We're still trying to perfect the ventilation system with our Glowforge. But thanks for asking. It's a great question. How are you all doing? Look at all you guys.
Yeah, so many friends here.
Hey, it's so good to see you.
CJ says, can barely hear you all. I did turn it up a little bit. Let me know if anyone else is having issues, and we'll adjust.
Are our levels in the yellow, Becca?
They are.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So if they sound good on our end, usually it might be the stream issue. So like your internet might not be working properly. Sometimes our phones can get a little wonky. I know mine, I have a horrible confession. I have dropped my phone in the shower once or twice trying to listen to my music. And now my speaker volume's a little lower. So it might be your phone too if you're anything like me. Anyways, hi ladies, congratulations on the new journey, first live with you. Christina, it's so good to see you.
Yes, it is.
I recognize you.
Yes.
I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you for being here. Yay for beginner courses. Yes, Becky, we we love to tailor things to beginners. We're gonna be having a lot of fun things for beginners coming up in our Oak and Land membership. We do not have a membership yet. This summer we hope to launch an official membership with lots and lots of goodies. But the way to get your quote-unquote membership right now is to purchase that mini course from the link in the description below and grab access to the Flock, which is our private Facebook group, which is where you can get some giveaways, some freebies, exclusive access to things, and Becca drops cut file launches every single week. It's amazing. And we'll go through and show you guys some of the cut files that we have, that Becca has slaved over. I have died laughing at these cut files. They are so good. I can't wait for you to see them. So we'll show those to you. And Becca, are they in there now for them?
They're in there, yes. So I wanted to touch on a little bit, well, while we say we don't have a quote unquote membership, we do, but we don't.
Yeah.
The reason that we're not saying it's a membership yet is because our website is not live. And so the way that we access the cut files and that we access the membership benefits is a little bit different.
Yeah.
However, the support is there, the files are there, it just looks a little bit different. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's not like your run-of-the-mill membership just yet. And we hope to get there really, really soon for you guys.
Also, while I'm talking about it, I just filmed a super fun member-only video this morning that should be, are you finished editing it? You're almost finished.
Almost.
Should be ready this evening. We'll post it this evening, and it is New Year theme. We're taking 2 of the cut files that launched today, and I am charging you with a little challenge, basically.
There's one of the garbage.
Here. Well, this one's cuter, though.
Okay, sorry.
Let me get it.
Throwing that one away again.
Yeah.
How dare I?
Yes. So we'll talk about that. But anyway, I show you all how to make it. It's a little top hat. Let me go overhead so you can see it.
Yes.
A cute little top hat. This is a 3D cut file. And then I show you how to slice out the file on using our checker. O&L checker, and then we use a print and cut sticker.
It's so sturdy.
Yeah.
She uses such good cardstock, guys. It's so stinking cute.
Anyway, so that video is launching over in the private Facebook group today for our members. So that's super exciting.
Yeah. Becca goes above and beyond in that Facebook group to make sure that you guys, first of all, know everything that's going on, know where to get everything, and have some fun exclusive things like this just to kind of brighten your day and make your day better. And we're always brainstorming more ways we can add to that Facebook group. Even though that you all make it an incredible place to be anyways, honestly, it's an amazing community. It's a great family. The Flock is something you don't want to miss out on. If you've never been in a Facebook group, I think it's an exceptional one to start with as well because it's so welcoming and so fun. And there's just so much going on there. You're never bored, never bored. But yes, Becca shows you guys how to make this adorable little top hat. Just one of the many, 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 many things we love to give you at Oak and Lamb. So we're going to talk, Becca, anything else before I... Nope. No, I want to make sure I'm not skipping anything.
Nope.
Becca makes the best files. She sure does.
Aww.
She's been killing herself making files, and Becca does so much hand lettering. It's blowing me away. I can't wait to show you guys the cut files. She's changed her hand lettering style so the cut files look so much different and unique. It's just amazing. Becca is getting so good at it. It's amazing. So we're going to talk about some of the supplies we're going to be using today in our very simple project. This will come together really quickly, but I'm going to be going very slow, explaining things very slowly, showing all the things we're going to be using, demonstrating how we use them all. So I have done no prep for this except, of course, make our little sign. But we're going to be placing the vinyl on the mat, all of it today. So we're using vinyl from 143. Vinyl.com. I have this vinyl linked below. They have so many different sheets and things like that, so many different colors and sizes. You also can get a lot of other tools we use from 143vinyl.com. This scraper tool and a pin tool we love to use from there as well. This is white vinyl. It is premium vinyl. It is marketed as permanent, and that's one thing I wanted to talk about today is permanent versus removable vinyl. There is no such thing as permanent vinyl, at least in the grade that you will use with your machine for crafting purposes. You can remove any adhesive vinyl, even if they're marketed as permanent. All it really means is there's a little bit more or a little more of a heavy duty adhesive on the back of the vinyl versus a little bit of a lighter or less adhesive material on the back. So this is marketed as permanent vinyl. It's very good vinyl. We can remove it super easily though, but the quality is amazing. This is Starcraft Premium HD vinyl. It comes in glossy and matte, which is another thing I wanted to touch on. There are a lot of different types of vinyl. We definitely prefer matte here. Glossy's fine. It could be better used for some projects if you want to. We do love glossy printable vinyl. We love that. We love the look of that. But for regular vinyl that we use, when you're burnishing it down and things like that, usually we'll scratch glossy vinyl. We usually go for the matte, so that's what we like. We like to buy these bulk rolls, which is, I think it's 10 yards, for like $34. It is so affordable over there. So again, this is the vinyl we love and we use. We have it on this huge bulk roll. We love it. We're using masking paper transfer tape. This is amazing stuff. It's just like masking tape that you would have, or like painter's tape, just like the run-of-the-mill masking tape, except it's 6 inches wide instead of like 1.5 inches. This is perfect for vinyl projects, and it's very, very gentle. It is a little opaque, but it is not completely, you can see through it, basically is what I'm trying to say. So it's really good for a lot of things. It's very gentle. It's great when you're using vinyl on paper and things like that. It's not super heavy duty, which we love. So this is probably the transfer tape we use 80% of the time. We have been getting more into clear transfer tapes, which are a little bit stickier. You can buy them from Cricut, from Amazon and things like that. But this is the one we're going to be using today, masking paper transfer tape. We have some scissors. These are Tim Holtz scissors. Your scissors do not have to be a specific type, brand, anything like that. We just really love these scissors. And then as for tools, we have our weeding tool and then a Cricut True Control knife. The True Control knife is much like an X-Acto knife. It has a angled blade on it. We, however, really, really love the Cricut brand. We have weeder tool. This one's from Amazon. We find that it does not bend. The tips don't bend or break as easily as the Cricut brands do. We've tested so many products, and this is definitely our favorite weeder tool. We have a scraper tool, which is actually marketed as a squeegee, and we use this to burnish. Now, burnishing is the act of pushing your vinyl down, or it could be used for paper or heat transfer vinyl, iron-on, anything like that you're kind of pushing onto your mat. We also like to use interchangeably a brayer. The brayer has, I would say, Becca, what do you think? I would say this past year, we've really loved to use a brayer.
Absolutely.
We've been hooked on it. It's an amazing addition to your craft room if you don't already have one. It's great for paper, and one of the cons of a squeegee versus a brayer is that the squeegee can scratch your vinyl if you're using glossy vinyl, which is one of the reasons we like using matte vinyl. However, if you have a brayer, it's not really going to scratch anything because it rolls over it with your pressure instead of pushes it and scrapes it with your pressure. But that's all the tools that we're going to need other than our mat and our Cricut. It's really not a lot of, like, this is it. It's not a lot of tools. One of the biggest misconceptions is that people think they have to spend hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars on so many different tool kits and accessories to be able to use your machine properly, and you really don't. You don't. We don't even use Cricut brand mats, really. Some come with the machine, some do not. We choose to use other brands of mats because they are cheaper. Our favorite is Zakoto from Amazon, and this is a Paper Studio brand mat from Hobby Lobby. It works totally fine too. This is actually a strong grip mat that has been well loved. So now it's basically like a standard grip mat as far as stickiness goes. So yeah, you don't have to buy just Cricut products. You are not limited to Cricut products with your Cricut machine. The only thing that we use this Cricut brand, honestly, is the machine. Everything else can be interchangeable with other brands of things. Becca has been typing away. Becca, how are they doing?
Fantastic. We've had some great questions, but the one thing that I do want to talk about is, are we having an event for New Year's? So we were asked if we were having a New Year's Eve event on Friday, and we're not having it New Year's Eve because we wanted to make sure that you all didn't have to choose between the Maker's Gonna Learn New Year's Eve event and then our event. So we decided to do ours on New Year's Day.
Yeah.
We're going to be crafting with you all New Year's Day starting at 12 p.m. Eastern. I would say it'll be about 3 or 4 hours. We're going to do a lot of beginner stuff, and it's just going to be a good time.
Hopefully answering a lot of questions for you guys and making sure you all are comfortable, and that anybody who wants to join the flock can join the flock. So that's what we're going to be here for that day. But yeah, it's gonna be fun on New Year's Day. It's gonna be really, really fun. So we hope that you guys can watch that ball drop and then go to sleep, because we want you guys to wake up and come enjoy your time with us for sure. Great questions though. Let me know if there's any others, but that's pretty much it. Now, I just want to talk a little bit about this beautiful little hexagon sign that Becca made. Now this is hexagon, octagon. Hexagon, yes. I counted those sides super quickly. We cut this out of our Glowforge, Becca did for me, and I painted this little rim black with some black acrylic paint, glued it on with some wood glue, and that's it. This is one of the easiest things ever. Really, everything with the Glowforge is super easy.
Less than $2.
Less than $2. That's great. We didn't paint this back. You can. It's also Becca's favorite things to do is spray paint it. Apparently, you can spray paint MDF board really, really easily. We all know some wood does not like spray paint at all. This wood does. It's also extremely smooth, extremely flat. The vinyl will go on this like a dream. I tested it beforehand just in case. If you watched the live a couple days ago, you know I'm going to be testing everything now. But it went on perfectly, so we're really excited about using that. And I glued it, I would say like less than an hour ago. It's already dry. The glue's dry. It's so, so nice. So if we don't have any more questions, all we're going to do is hop over to Design Space. Before we do, really quickly, you want to measure this. Now, you don't want to measure from one end to the other. You want to measure the real estate that you have, which would be inside of your, what would you call a lip, a ridge? What do you even call this little extra piece here?
Yeah, lip.
Just measure inside that. Yeah. You want to measure the space you've got. And ours is 8.5, so I'm just going to measure it for kicks right here for you. 8.5. So remember that, because they do have this exact shape in Design Space in basic shapes. And one of the biggest things we tell any beginner cricketer is to try, however possible, to place your physical items dimensions in Design Space as accurately and best as you possibly can.
It is so essential.
It is
honestly
so essential. So if we switch over to Design Space, you can see exactly what we're talking about. This is how it's going to look. It is perfect. So this is sized to 8.5 inches wide, just like ours is 8.5 inches wide. And we have this, which guys, look at this. Life is too short to fold fitted sheets. How stinking cute is this? So this is all we've done. It's super easy. I'll share this with you. So I've went over to basic shapes, clicked on our shape, let this import super small. Now I'm going to go up here to size, and at the width it says 2, and we're going to add 8.5, and I'm going to click enter, and that's going to enter that size in for me. And just because ours is brown, I'm just going to make that one brown. So I just went up here to operation. You click that little kind of color block there, and I made that brown. And I'm going to import the cut file, which is also where I'm going to be able to share with you the cut files that Becca has made that I can't wait to share with you. I hope this screen is big enough for you guys to see as well. This will take a minute to load, so bear with us. Here we go. Okay. And you'll notice too, that is because Becca has uploaded one as a PNG and one as an SVG. So here in Design Space, they are uploaded separately, which is why you'll see a duplicate of each. But yeah, that's the reason. So this one, Happy New Year. Look at this globe. Look at this. It's so cute.
You may have to zoom in or insert that so they can actually see it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So here's the disco ball. I want to show you guys this one. Look at this disco ball. Look at the colors. Let me make my canvas white as well. So if you guys didn't know that, down here in the layers panel, you can click blank canvas. And then the only thing that'll show up here at the very top is this color block. Click it and then click the color. Look at this though. Look. And then these little glitters, they're gold glitter. It's just so cute. Happy New Year. It's an adorable cut file. Then Becca has made this one. Boop. Bring this sucker in here. New Year wishes and midnight kisses. How stinking cute is this? I think it is so. Look at the lips. And one thing, again, we talk about this a lot. Use these elements for different cut files that you want. You can look. I can take this. I don't want that. I just want my lips. And then use the lips for something. It's so easy to do that in Design Space. So simple. And then that's something. I mean, it's basically 2 files in one. Now we have this one. I am floored over this champagne bottle. Look at this. Pop Fizz Clink. Look how stinking cute this is. And these are, again, PNGs and SVGs that you guys can use. These are exclusive to Flock members. So these are all in the private Facebook group for the Flock right now. Becca dropped these today. But look how cute this is. You could take a font, personalize this inside your champagne. Just take your champagne bottle out and use it. If you just want to use your champagne glasses, I mean, look at all these layers in the layers panel for you guys to be able to use and manipulate. It's so amazing. I love it. Next up is this one. Cheers to the new year. Look how cute. So stinking cute. I love these. These are going to be perfect for so many different things. Look at the little bubbles. Look how stinking cute these are.
Yeah, so I tried to do New Year's cut files that would be like relevant for all the years, not just like 2022.
Yes.
I think I only did one that was 2022.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, happens to be one of my favorites. Look at this thing. Look at this. I don't know about you when I'm feeling 22. How cute is that? Look at the hat too. Like, grab the hat. Use the hat for different things. This hat is so stinking cute. You can even take, like, if I go up here and I just start slicing out this cut file, I could, oh man, I did something I didn't mean to do. Command Z, there we go. You can take this here and just use this. If you want to use the hat for something else, take that off and just use, there's just so many elements in these cut files, which I absolutely adore, that you guys can use for such different things. I love it. Now I'm going to click view all because there's more. There's more, and you guys are going to just fall over. You're going to fall over because these are so stinking cute. Let's see. Happy New Year. So those are some SVGs that are much like this one up here, just without all the colors. This one is really cute. It says 3, 2, 1, and it has the disco ball. But let me find the fun color disco ball. I want you all to look at the, oh, excuse me. Whoops, the fun color disco ball, because Becca has outdone herself on that disco ball. Where are you at? Where are you at? There you are. Look at this thing. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at all these colors. It's glittery. Look at this. It's so stinking cute. If you're having a New Year's Eve party or anything like that, this is just absolutely adorable. Absolutely adorable. So we're going to keep looking at some of these. I can't wait to show you all. Where's it at? Let me find it. There's a disco ball itself, a couple of disco balls. You can see this one. Look how cute this is. Call the disco ball. Look at this. And again, Beck has included different elements. You could, if you like the headphones, if you like the sparkles, if you just like this text, you can use this for all types of different things.
Or change the colors.
Change the colors. Yeah. Yes, that's something I didn't even, I keep clicking that. Something I didn't even mention. Change the colors, please. So there's just so many New Year's Eve cut files that are stinking cute. There's a pickle cut file.
I added the pickle because you all asked, yes.
Yeah, this was for Fallon's birthday party. Now, let me see. Here's the one we're using today. Life's too short to fold fitted sheets. And it imports in this beautiful kind of, it's not really sea foam. What would you call it? I just love the color. It's
almost emerald, but not.
I love the color that it imports. I do. You all. We're getting to some exceptional ones, guys. What did Kat say?
Okay, if you're not part of the flock, run, don't walk to join. Becca's talent for design is unmatched, in my opinion. We are truly blessed to have her. That is the sweetest thing ever. Yes, Carol, Fallon does love the pickle, and she's actually right here next to me. Would the colorful disco ball be best to print on printable vinyl instead of layering? That's a great question. In my opinion, I would print. Instead of trying to layer, just because there's so many layers.
I think I would too. Mm-hmm. Now I brought all these in just so
good thinking, Rach. Good thinking.
But look at this. Look at this. I'm not a control freak, but you're doing it wrong. This has got to be one of my favorites. And then look at these colors. Look at these stinking colors. How beautiful is this? I love it. And again, this is an SVG, so you can layer vinyl to look exactly like this. But I just love that cut file. Becca has outdone herself. Now look at this one. Look at this one. Everybody wants to change the world, but no one wants to change the toilet paper. Be the change. You have a full roll and an empty roll of toilet paper. Listen, again, use this roll of toilet paper for something else. We all know the great toilet paper shortage of 2020, so that would be funny to use for that. But look at I love the change of the hand lettering from Becca. Look at this one. This one I think is my favorite. Do the right thing.
I do love that one. It's probably one of my favorites.
It's just the little sliver of toilet paper left that no one could possibly use. Do the right thing. So stinky cute. This one, I busted out laughing at this one. Goal weight, 1 chin. Just one chin. I swear it's so funny. I can't even wait to use all these. I cannot wait. This one is so cute. Inhale tacos, exhale negativity. Again, this is hand lettered. Becca's hand lettered these. Look at this beautiful font she's used. Look at these tacos. These are some good looking tacos, Becca.
Thank you.
We got some meat and tomatoes and lettuce and sour cream on these puppies. This is some. Please use the tacos for other things. Please. I'm begging you, grab a font that you like and add it to this. There's so many puns about tacos. It's just so stinking cute. And I think this was the last one. Today I ate a cupcake with no sprinkles. Diets are hard. I think it's so funny.
So, Rach, could these be flattened and used as stickers?
These, yeah, 100%. You could totally do that. They also come as PNGs, which are like kind of pre-flattened, if you will. But you can super easily take this and flatten it if you want to, just by clicking flatten. And then if you guys wanted to make an offset, which I think would be the thing to do here.
Yeah, with all those letters.
You'd make you an offset. I'd bring that offset up pretty big, however big you want it, just like something like that. Click apply. There's your offset. Of course, change the color of that offset here. Change that to white. I'll change this to a different color so you can see the difference. But look. Now you've got yourself a sticker. It looks so cute. Flatten all that together, done. But yes, that's a great question. All of these can be used as stickers. They are all perfectly capable of being used as stickers. Okay, so I already showed you the cut file that we had today, so I'll just duplicate it because you already saw it. But I just took it and changed the color to white, which is something you don't have to do because we're only using this for one layer. But I wanted to change the color just whenever you're starting out. Sometimes it's easier just to keep all of your ducks in a row. So I just made it white. You want this to fit really well. Now again, this is the size of inside your little border here, your little ridge. So you don't have to worry about that when you're sizing this. You can just size this to fit it well. So that's what we're doing here, just sizing it to fit it well. Yeah, so once you have that, that's basically it. Now this shape was for visualization purposes. You wanted to visually see the physical size in Design Space to help you size this better. Do we think this is a good size, Becca? Yes? No?
Yeah.
Maybe so. So once you have it sized, if you like this, if you want to ever use this project later, if you want to do anything else with this cut file and this shape, go ahead up here and click Save, and I've already saved it. So I'm just going to click Save again. And it saved it, kind of the updated version, because Design Space unfortunately does not have auto save, so it will not save your work unless you save it yourself, which is something that's super important to know. So since this is just for visualization purposes, we don't particularly need it to be cut out at all. So we're gonna hide this. You can hide it, delete it, whatever you guys wanna do. We're gonna go up here to this little eye icon and click hide. And now we want to make sure we have the correct machine selected, which we do. We're going to be using a Maker 3 today. I'm going to plug her in and click Make It. And I use a mat. I always use a mat. We never really use without a mat. So you can see here we need about 7 by 4. That's what we need. So that's something to definitely commit to memory whenever we go through here and we're cutting off our vinyl, because we want to make sure we're saving as much vinyl as we can. We're going to go ahead and use the premium vinyl removable mat setting. I'm going to leave that on default pressure, and the only reason you'd want to change your pressure is if your blade was either new or old, because we are using our fine point blade. If you have a brand spanking new fine point blade, sometimes you might want to use a little less pressure because it could potentially cut through your backing of your vinyl too, and we don't want that. And then if your blade is pretty well loved and it's getting a little bit hard to weed things, and you know, your paper might be shredding a bit on the edges, you might want to go ahead and give that material more pressure. But today our our fine point blade is doing perfectly fine. So that is all we have to do in Design Space. Now we can switch on over to the overhead camera. I'm going to get some of this out of the way for us. Boop, boop, boop. Bring in our mat. Becca, how are they doing in the comments?
Amazing.
Amazing.
They're so sweet. Our flock is seriously the best. Like
Honestly,
they're just chatting like they're best friends.
We're
and
so blessed.
Yes.
You guys are amazing. So I took this out of the roll, and here's the way I like to put this on the mat. Now, some people have 12 by 12 sheets. Those are obviously going to be the easiest way to do this. However, this is the way I do it when we have a big roll. I take the roll in my hands and I unwrap it just a little bit. And this is what you can see. And I'm just going to line this up to the top. Now, again, my cut right here is super uneven. So it's just going to be important to line up the edges here. I'm going to line up these edges, place it down, and now I can roll it out using my hand or a scraper tool or anything like that. And you can see it's a little off here. That's totally fine. Bring that down, scrape it down just like this. And I need 7 by 4. That's all that I need. So I'm going to come down here, and I can see this is my 3, so my 4 will be right there. So I'm going to go ahead and take my 7, which is right here, pull down, get to my 4 right here, cut across, and now all I have to do is peel this up. Done. Now you roll this back on there, and you have wasted pretty much no vinyl. You've cut exactly what you're going to need to use. I always just keep the tape that comes on the roll from 143 vinyl. That's what I stick it back on with. Seems super easy enough to me. Now I'm going to double check. I needed 7 inches by 4 inches. So that is exactly what we have here. Now you can take your scraper tool and you want to make sure that you're burnishing this down. Now remember, burnishing means just to push the vinyl down. And we're going to do this, called burnishing, several different times, because what we want to do is make sure that our vinyl is stuck to our mat super, super well. So now we can just load this into our machine. So I'm just going to switch it back over. Put it under these little ridges. Becker, you switched?
No.
That's okay. Put it under these little ridges. You probably can't even see. It's kind of far away.
No.
Becca, no. There's 2 little, and this is only on the Explore 3 and the Maker 3. I don't know why. But they have these little bitty ridges here, and you're going to place it in those ridges and then load it up. And me and Becca were just talking about this too. The Maker 3 especially has a habit of, how do you say it? Remember when the mats, it like curls the edge of the mat a little bit. It's almost like it doesn't fit properly in there, or if you load it just a little bit off. It's something super weird, but sometimes it's annoying. So I'm just going to press that flashing start button. It measured our mat and let us know that it is measured and good to go. So now that's going to cut out. And now it's a fantastic time to ask any questions you have. I'm going to switch over so I can see your all's questions. We are distracting her, Rachel. Cat, quit distracting my producer.
Okay, I didn't see how Rachel, no, it wasn't Kate. Who was it? Someone said, oh, Missy said, Rachel cuts a straight line just like me. How was your straight line, Rach? I wasn't watching.
Oh, crap.
Was it like this?
Oh, crap.
I love that they call you out if it is.
If someone gave me a piece of paper, it was like, draw a perfect circle. Honey. Honey. It would look like a cracked egg. It was horrible. I'm not great at that at all. Thanks, though. I thought it was just me with the mat curling. Carissa, no. We have noticed it. We will load our mat perfectly straight, load it in, and it's like one of the sides that'll start to just kind of wave up on us. And does it do with the Explore 3?
No, I haven't noticed it.
It does it with the Maker 3 though. I don't know why. Which of course, none of the other machines have this either, this plastic little extra ridge piece on the flap that you fold down. These are new as well. So I don't know if that has something to do with it. I don't know. So let me know how you guys are doing. I love this live though. Lives like these are good ones. This is a good refresher for anybody who Cricut's on the daily. This is a good refresher for those of you who maybe have been cricketing for years but don't know the techniques we use, and you might think these might be better, easier, less time consuming than the ones you use. We're always here to educate and make sure that we're giving very accurate information that we have tested. And trust me guys, it's been years. We've tested all of these. These are tried and true methods for us. So yeah, so we're excited to give you all some beginner content in the membership. Because we have so many cricketing years under our belt, because we have mastered so many of these, we will not have to do a lot of updating like we might have had to do if we filmed a course a couple of years ago, because things are changing and techniques are being honed in. But we have really honed a lot of these beginner techniques, and we would love to bring those to you in a course. So yeah, stay tuned for that. We just want to make sure you guys are always confident with the best information possible. That cut quick.
That's finished?
That was quick.
There were so many little letters. I thought it would take a while.
It didn't. It did not. Okay, so this is white, which is going to be hard for you all to see. But the tools we're going to be using is our scraper tool. Actually, I don't even think we might need this. We might not need that. So I think we just need these two. Again, you don't need a lot. So what we're going to do now, this is also, I've got to be honest, pretty important to do with vinyl projects. Now, we just cut this and it agitated all of our vinyl. So what we're going to do is take our squeegee tool again, in the middle, and burnish this again very gently, because with that fine point blade having just agitated all this vinyl, it's kind of popped up on us. And when we weed, we want the pieces that we want to stay down to stay down. So the best way to ensure that is to allow gravity to help us and burnish those back down. So once you've burnished well, and you want to be careful, once you're going through and scraping up and down here, I've got paint on my hands too, sorry guys. There might be some little bitty insides of letters that you might kind of scrape off and things like that. So just be gentle as you're doing that. And now I'm going to start in the corner. And I'm going to have my scissors handy just in case. And I'm just going to start peeling. Now here's a very important thing. Read. Read as you're doing this. It's going to help you. So, life, short, fitted. Got it. Life is 2. That's good. Sheet. Uh-oh, see right here? Look at this. I was peeling it up. So I'm going to go right back, lay this back down, get that scraper tool again, very gently get back in there, scrape that down. Try this again. I have to use your fingers to help.
That's totally normal.
Yes, totally normal. Use whatever you can. But if you're reading and you're going slow, you're not going to miss that. Look, we got our period. Now look at that. Now before you crinkle this up, go through there again. Life is too short to fold fitted sheets. Okay, we have all the insides of letters we're about to weed out. Now this is perfect. You can crinkle this up, and I like to crinkle it inside of itself to where the sticky is on the outside, and here's why. Because I can go in here, and if you're worried about your hands on your mats, flip your mat over. You've already read it, so now you're not going to take any adhesive off your mat. You can just flip it over. I'm going to grab this, and I can just stick it right down, and it sticks to it super easily. Now this is the weeding tool we love, and what we love about this is it is very versatile for so many different crafts, no matter what you do with your Cricut. And the way I personally like to use it, there are pinch and pullers and pinch and pushers. I'm a pinch and puller, which means I like to pinch down with my tool and pull upwards. That's what I like to do. Some people have it this way and pinch down and push, and then that happens sometimes. But again, there's really no wrong way to do this. As long as you get to the finish line the same way, it doesn't matter how you ran your race. So we're just going to take this slow and steady. I like to do it one word at a time. If you do it one word at a time, you won't miss anything. And it's not super detrimental on things like this, but if you're doing a large vinyl piece with a lot of different quotes and symbols and things in it, it can get kind of complicated. So this is perfect. Now we had 7 inches of vinyl, which is probably like 6.5 inches. We like to give about 1/2 inch just in case. So, and this is 6 inches. So we have barely any on the sides that might not be covered. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and cut us a piece of this off. I'm just going to kind of eyeball the measurement we need. Grab our scissors here. I'm a cutter, not a ripper. Sorry, not sorry. And I'm going to take this and place it down and try and cover all of this. Okay, now look how close this was to fitting everything. Look at this. So now all I'm going to do, guys, is take a little itty bitty piece here. Because see, some people, you could take this and do like one and then the other. Like you could do this several different ways. And again, however you do, it's fine. I feel like this way wastes the least amount of this. So I'm just going to take this. I'm going to add this part actually to that part since this part's so small. And you see, I'm just kind of Frankensteining this together, which is totally fine. Totally fine. Also, if it was just me crafting here completely alone, I probably would have left all that exposed and just done my best peeling up and laying it down. But again, this is for a beginner. If you're a beginner, usually you want to play it a little safer, and we're totally here to respect that. So that's what I'm going to teach on today.
Right.
So grab a little extra, place a little extra on there. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. So now we've burnished this down pretty darn good. Just be gentle. You can see even this transfer tape's coming up on the edges because it's so gentle. It's just a very mild transfer tape. Now we're going to flip our mat over, and this is another fundamental Cricut thing that we do that not a ton of people do, of course, unless they learned it from us, and that is to remove your mat from your material, not your material from your mat, which is very normal. So what you're going to do is you're going to flip it over, and you're going to start peeling your mat up, and then you'll see the backing of your material there, and look at this.
No
what this
curling.
Does, thank you, Becca.
Yes.
This makes sure you're not curling anything. You don't want to curl all these up. You're going to mess with the adhesive on this, and it's not going to be good. So we're going to leave this back. Now we're going to go with gravity, okay? We're letting gravity help us. So we're going to burnish again. Before we were burnishing to keep our vinyl on the backing. And now we're burnishing to push our vinyl onto the transfer tape. We're just letting gravity help us. You can't over burnish also. You literally can't. You can just keep burnishing to your heart's content. Now flip this over, and I'm going to do some trimming with my little scissors here. I just want to clean this up a little bit on the edges.
And this just helps you line it up.
Yes.
So that you don't have so much excess. Sometimes your eye gets drawn to the tape instead of the actual vinyl on it.
Yes,
and
great
so,
point.
yeah, cutting it more to size is just easier when you're placing it.
And that's another great thing is not to trust your eyes, because they'll be looking, because see, this is a little longer than the rest, so it's going to feel wonky to place this down. But you just got to trust the process. Trust the process. And of course, it's always good to have a little buddy in there to help you. So Becca's going to be helping me today for sure.
Speaking of little buddies, we're all sitting here, all your little buddies. They love your Frankensteining term.
Thank you.
Yes.
Well, it was.
Yes.
We're just pinching and tearing and cutting and, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
You Frankensteining it together.
I forget that there's such a lag like between live and when they see it. And so no one commented, and I was like, surely someone else thinks this is as wonderful as I do.
Surely someone loved that.
They do.
Well, good.
Yes.
I'm so glad. So when you're peeling vinyl up from the backing, it's kind of the same thing as when you're weeding your vinyl. Go slow, pay attention, don't get distracted by anything, because this is it. Like, you have worked really hard up to this point and you don't want to ruin your project now. So we like to keep it like this, face down, and peel it up super slowly. And this is when you'll need your fingers a lot too, because also we've picked a pretty mild transfer tape. So it's not going to have a lot of stick to it, which is totally fine. So we're just going to come in here, and if we see something peeling up, like I've been doing, see this right here, he's peeling up, I'll just push that area down with my finger, and he sticks down pretty darn well.
And I want to point out, see how Rich is folding it back and sort of rolling it instead of like wafting
Pulling it,
Yeah,
yes. I'm not pulling up like this. I'm pulling back. Great point, Becca. See, it's good that two people are here too, because we've done this for so long. It's like I forget to mention some
a lot
things.
of times things that just are second nature, we were not second nature to us in the beginning. We're things that we've just learned because we know that it works good now. But oh my goodness, had we known it from the very beginning, it would have saved us a lot of heartache.
I know. Listen, because here's the problem. Some people will not be educated with their machine, try and use it, and get discouraged because they have some craft fails because they don't have the proper materials, or they're just not educated properly, and they will put their machine up to gather dust for years, and it breaks their heart, because it's our mission for everyone who owns a Cricut to just love it and be happy with it and to enjoy it. And it's so sad to hear people say, you know, I tried to use my Cricut and, you know, I was having some fails and I got discouraged and I just put it up. And it's so sad to hear that. So, guys, we're on the downhill slide. If you all have been following along with us, or if you are a beginner and you thinking, I think I can do this, you can do this. It's super, super easy to do this. Now, this is going to be the hardest part, and mostly it's because of the shape Becca picked, because it's hard to line up something super straight.
I was going to do something like really simple, and then I was like, oh, but this is so cute.
But how much more fun is
yes,
this? Yes. Yeah. Now, I usually like to hold my vinyl like this and place it down. Now, you do have a little bit of leeway. If your vinyl touches this, you can pick it up. See how it's touching it? I can pick it up. However, if this was ceramic or glass or slick plastic or something, you basically have a one chance fancy to get this on here. One take wonder. If you don't, you really have to start over. So this is a really good type of material to start with as well.
Kat says this tip is another reason for people to join the flock. You get so much support, no dumb questions from fellow crafters, just saying.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, we want everyone to feel included. There are no dumb questions. If you have a Cricut and you have a question, ask us. That's what we're here to do. Yeah.
That looks cute, Rach.
Is this good?
I think it looks good.
Okay, so I just pressed down really lightly with my fingers on the edges. I could totally peel this up if I wanted to, but we're just kind of checking to make sure we like everything, and Becca gave me the okay. So I'm going to take my scraper tool, and this is important too. Start in the middle. We're going to start in the middle and burnish outwards. Start in the middle, burnish out. In the middle, out, middle, out. Now you can kind of get in here once everything is flat and do it a little bit harder. The problem is if you start on one side and you do it to the other side, if there's a lot of air under there, you're going to get bubbles, and then you're going to make bubbles in your vinyl, and then it's going to be really, really hard for your vinyl to properly stick down. And we don't want that. We want a good, easy win here. We want everyone to have project successes and not project fails. Same thing, you can't over burnish. You can burnish as much as your heart desires. And I'm going to go ahead and take these Frankenstein pieces off. Oh, this is just going down so beautifully. Burnish, burnish, burnish. I might just have PTSD, that's why I'm burnishing so much, guys, from that project. So now if you need a weeding tool or something to dig in here in the corner, you can. I'm just going to start in the corner down here where I can peel it up, and you're going to peel your vinyl off, or excuse me, you're going to peel your transfer tape off just like you peeled your backing off. Straight back, not up, you're peeling back. And look at this. Look how beautiful. This is the cutest little cut file ever. And if you see everything's going well, you can kind of start rocking it a little bit faster like I'm doing here. Or you can go slow. Listen, whatever you're feeling. When you do it for a while, you also kind of can feel it out too. But look.
So cute.
You can reuse this if you want, but you know you don't have to. But that's it. Look how cute. Well, I think this is just adorable. What do you guys think? What do y'all think? You switching it? Mm-hmm. You switching it? Oh, look. How stinking cute. I love this. It's a really good beginner vinyl project. I love easy wins like this. I love being able to share with you guys the tools and the tips and the techniques that you can use to master this, because it's really, really easy. You just have to know what to use. I think I would say 80% of it is using the correct material and the correct supplies, because like I mentioned, it is something that is not told a lot in the beginning. When you have a Cricut, you think you need to dump hundreds of dollars on so many accessories and so many things to make your projects great, and you don't. You need minimal tools. We're pretty minimal crafters here. We usually like to keep the bare minimum. We don't have a lot of room to store a bunch of stuff, so if we don't need it for a ton of different crafts, we don't buy it, we don't use it. So that is why we like to teach with the techniques that we've mastered over the course of several years. So I hope that you all did love this. Yes.
Do they need to polyurethane wooden pieces before putting printable vinyl on it?
I would say only if you want to. Totally up to you. What do you say, Becca?
Same. I mean, I've done some just wall art that goes inside, and just put the printable vinyl right on top, and it was absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Never had any curling issues or anything like that. So, I don't know. Maybe if you're putting it outside and it's painted, you may want to poly it.
It depends.
I wouldn't really put printable vinyl outside either, though.
No, most of it's personal. And Becca's tested a lot of printable vinyl outside. I've had a lot of stickers on my cars with printable vinyl. Becca's done some testing on sealing printable vinyls and things. Personal preference, though. That's a great question, though. And the more you use poly and you seal things, the more you do it, the more you craft, the more you're with vinyl and HTV, you as a crafter can get a sense of, this has lasted a while, this hasn't bubbled up, therefore I won't need to do this on a different project, or I do need to change this later, or it looks like the poly's making my vinyl bubble outside in the heat. Just things like that. The more that you test, the more that you do, the more that you will find your personal preference as a crafter. Not going outside, then I would say no.
Yeah. Let us know. We have a few minutes. Let us know if you all have any other questions like this. It doesn't have to be pertaining to the project, just beginning crafting, whatever. Let us know. We are here to answer some questions if you have any.
We love it. We love to get to know you and you to get to know us. So ask any questions you want. Ooh, fun thing about me. Yesterday, I was 6 months pregnant.
Yes!
I can't believe I've already been 6
months.
It's already been 6 months.
Oh my
I can't believe it.
gosh.
But I'm so close. I feel great again. But that's just a little fun personal thing about me too.
Crystal literally just said, Rachel, turn sideways so we can see your baby bump.
Oh gosh, I don't have much of a bump. It's mostly just breakfast from this morning. But he's in there, he's growing. I have a doctor's appointment this Thursday, so we're not going to be live on Thursday. Because of me, I'm going to Knoxville, which is about an hour away, for an OB appointment with my mama. And so we're not going to go live that day. We're going to have some fun content going out that day and Friday for you, though. And then, of course, Saturday is their amazing New Year's Day event.
Yes.
So that's going to be
We'll post about that for sure, and we'll talking about it more. Rach, does vinyl stick well to steel or to steel to etch? We did.
Are you etching steel? Can you etch steel?
Well, we did the stainless steel tumblers with etch.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as you clean that tumbler good. Tumblers are notorious for getting a lot of oil on them from your fingers. If you can clean it super well to where the vinyl will stick extremely well, then you'll have some success with that. Yeah, good question though.
Right, how's your nursery coming along?
It's fine.
Last time I was there, it was like a catch-all.
I thought in my head when I got pregnant, here's what I thought. And by 20 weeks, because I'm doing math in my head, I'm like, by 20 weeks, I'll probably have like the nursery done, all of his clothes washed and hung up in his closet, and everything done. Like, I'm just going to be that type of mom. I don't even have all the furniture in there. His crib is holding all of the clothes that everyone's bought him, which is a lot. And then
But he has a crib.
He has a crib. He does. He has a rocker. He has some storage. But, you know, I need to hang some curtains. I have plenty of time. Plenty of time to do all of this stuff, though. But thanks for asking.
Yes, Charlie is still a boy.
Yes, still a boy. Still a boy. Charlie Landon Langston is his name. It will come together. It will come together. I'm not rushing it. It'll be cute. And again, here's my motto. If you rush doing something, decorating something, odds are you'll regret some decisions sooner than if you wait and you'll see things and you pick
casually get things.
Yeah, casually get things. And if I've got time, I don't want to rush. So I'm just taking my time. One of my very best friends, Madison, she is 10 weeks ahead of me. We've been pregnant together almost this whole time, which has been so fun. She's 34 weeks pregnant. She is expecting a boy as well. And she just now took the bed out of the room that's going to be the nursery. Like she's just now doing it, which makes me feel so much better about myself because I'm like, Maddie is figuring it out too. So if she can do it, I can do it.
Kat said, I thought Anna was decorating it. You know, she probably is. We'll see. Yeah.
She's got free reign in there. There's nothing done in there.
I think it would make a good fun O&L segment.
I think that'd be so fun. I'm down. Now, guys, when I tell you the room is small, Becca, how small is that room?
It's small, but it's perfect for a nursery.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
But there's not much to decorate, which is good. It's really, really small.
Yeah.
But again, way bigger, than the house that we were in.
Oh, yeah.
Before.
Yeah.
Because I was pregnant there too, and I was like, where's the baby going to sleep? The bathtub. There was no room in that house. It was 702 square feet, little bitty. This is double, almost double the
It's so
size.
funny, Rachel. Oh my gosh. You moved, found out you were pregnant, and started this business with me all in like 6 weeks.
Yeah. And it's been the best. Honestly.
So much fun stuff.
So much fun stuff. I'm so stinking blessed.
Say his name again.
His name is Charlie Landon Langston. Yes.
What's the theme?
Theme? I always love these questions. I love bees. Bees are adorable. I love Winnie the Pooh, but I don't want it to be like fathead sticker mural on the wall Winnie the Pooh, like not classy, but more like
vintage
tasteful.
kind of.
Yeah, just tasteful. There's a lot of grays and mustard yellows in there, and just kind of little touches of Winnie the Pooh here and there in things like his what's it called? His sheets and things like that. Not just like wow in your face Winnie the Pooh. But that's kind of whatever Anna wants, I should say.
Anna's excited about this bee honeycomb theme. Like she's very excited about it. Yes.
Yes. It's freezing raining here today. Shirley, no, it was 65 on Christmas Day for us.
Yeah, the highs this week are supposed to be in the high 60s and 70s.
Oh,
and then on like Monday or something, the highs 30.
Yes, yes. So today, right now it's 66. Next Monday, a week from today, the high is like 34.
Yeah.
Welcome.
That's why we have wonderful allergy issues here in East Tennessee.
Welcome. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And everybody.
I will likely have a sinus infection.
So many
next
people are having
Wednesday.
sinus infections right now and then running to the doctor thinking it's COVID. And they're like, it's sinus infection because it goes from 30 to 70. And everybody gets all messed
Linda
up.
says, it's no wonder you haven't done the nursery yet. You've been super busy just a little bit.
It's been a great busy. It's been amazing, honestly. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Nothing. You guys have been great.
These were great questions. This was so much fun.
What a fun life. Thank you guys so much for being here. You guys are so sweet. If you're new, check out Oak and Lamb. Check out the link below. We would love to welcome you to the flock. There is so much goodness going on here. We have so much passion for you all, and we love you all so very much. You all are truly our family, and become a member of our founding flock. Become a founding flock member with us. We would love to have you in our group, and you can make fun stuff like this. And then ask all of your non-stupid questions, because there's no stupid questions.
Correct.
You can ask all your questions, and that Facebook group is like the prime place to do it. There are so many incredible, very seasoned, very knowledgeable Cricut crafters in there, mixed with a great amount of beginners who are just soaking up things and learning things. It's just a great place to be. It's amazing. I love it so much.
And once again, if you're just popping on, we did drop new files for all flock members. So if you are an Oak and Lamb member, head on over to the Facebook group and check out that Dropbox file. The link that is pinned to the top of the group, you can access all the new files there.
Yes. Becca drops them every week. She kills herself working on cut files.
Yeah, and we were talking about this. Anna said, are you going to do weekly cut files forever, or is it just now to get the library built up? And I said, weekly is a lot. It's a lot because I'm doing, between 15 and 20 every single week.
Yeah.
And so it won't always be like that. We'll definitely still have launches every single month, but it won't always be weekly. So for now, it's really fun every single Monday to get some amazing cut files.
And it's not like we're going to be using those resources not for you guys. We're going to be taking the time that poor Becca poured into those cut files weekly, doing other member-only content, using it to create courses for exclusive to all members just for you guys. I mean, we're wanting to make sure we can use our time extremely wisely for you. I think me and Becca just sit and daydream so much about the future of Oak and Lamb and what it's going to look like and how the community is going to grow and how we can better serve you guys every single day. And it's just such a blessing to think about how it's going to be in 6 months, because it's been nuts to think about where it's gotten in 2, where we've been from nothing to all of this in about 2 months. It's been so amazing and humbling and very hopeful to think about where we're going to be in 6 months. Yes. So thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. Well, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your Monday. We're going to head out of here. We have another live tomorrow. Kind of the same thing as today, except using HTV. It's going to be super fun. So if you're scared of using an easy press, if you are scared of using HTV with your Cricut, it is a bit more intimidating. We wanted to do this in a very intentional order. Vinyl is a bit easier. Then we're going to step up and do HTV, which is a little bit harder, but really once you get the hang of it, easy peasy. And after that, we're going to do infusible ink. So we're just kind of moving up just a little bit. So we hope you all do come back tomorrow at 1 p.m. and enjoy that. We can't wait to see you there. Becca, anything else?
I don't believe so.
Bye, guys. Have a wonderful afternoon.
See you all.